Yo, this video is gonna be kind of like a personal video. I'm not necessarily talking too much about my personal life, but just this is more of a personal type subject. So, if you are chasing greatness, if you're chasing the top, if you're chasing stuff that's going to better your life, 9 times out of 10 you're going to be doing it alone. Like, you're not gonna have a whole bunch of people in your corner. You might have some family of like one or two friends, but for the most part, being better than you were yesterday every day, you're gonna be doing that alone. I don't know what happened, with people in my age range. I don't know what happened to, people wanting to look like they're doing better than they are, and in real life, they're not really doing that. I see a lot of people job shaming people. You're gonna need to work to support your life, support, the people in your life, to support habits, to support all of the things that you want. So it's like, no matter where you work at or what you do, like, that's just a stepping stone if you're not trying to stay there. I see so many people living to go out on Saturday and Friday and drinking and smoking still. And this video is only for the people who trying to get better, who trying to change their life. I used to smoke. I was never really a drinker at all, but I used to smoke. And I don't anymore because it's not going to get me where I want to get to. All of the places where I want to go, it doing those things lessen the chance of me getting there. So I choose not to do them. If you can't downsize your life for a certain period of time to upgrade your life forever, you're going to stay where you're at. Like, I don't necessarily buy myself new clothes, new shoes, and do a whole bunch of unnecessary things. Like, I'm cool knowing I got 50,000 here, I got 50,000 here invested, and I'm cool with knowing that. Versus me having my wealth and super depreciating assets like clothes. Again, this video is just for people who trying to understand that you got to change the way you're thinking. And I'm not saying I'm not really doing anything that I feel like anyone else can't do. That's the crazy part. It's like, you saying you can't lock in for 1 year to change your life? 1 year. Like, let's just say you knew you was gonna live to 80 years old and you 25 or you 30 or you 35. And your 80-year-old self tell you, like, if you would have locked in for 1 year, you could have had every year after that to yourself. But you choosing to just continue to do what everyone else doing. Show up when people call you. Show up when people text you. And not show up to do nothing constructive. Show up to do nothing constructive. Drink. Like, how you drinking and you ain't got 10,000 saved up? How you smoking and you ain't got 10,000? Like, life is, would I say life is stressful? Honestly, I can't answer that question. Because what stress to me is, like, stress to me isn't waking up early to go to work. That's not stressful. Stressful is, how can I pay my bills next? That would actually bring me a certain amount of stress, but I don't have that. I haven't had that in a long time, where I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna pay for this, man. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I don't got it. I gotta borrow it from someone. Like, and you see people, and I see people, I watch a lot of videos like this, and I definitely think, I want to share my story. I got a lot of things, a lot of stories that I'm gonna kind of talk about changing your mindset. And I mean, it take time because you got to understand, if you even got the mindset to want to do better, you automatically are kind of going to be an outcast. And it's sad to say that, but I don't have nobody who I can call up and be like, yo, did you hear about this stock? Yo, did you check in this ETF? Yo, did you hear about this options trade? Hey, did you hear about this? Like, I don't have, if someone said, hey, who your starting five? I don't have it. That's not really, hey, I want to go to the gym. I just did 3 miles today. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't have I don't have. Because when you want to do better, you're going to be doing it mostly alone. And you really and when you really get to where you want to go to, you might be able to find like a little clan of people that are, on that level. And it'll be, you will feel and fit more into that circle than usually the one you came from. You feel me? And, hey, let's go out to eat, and you know what I'm saying? I don't do all of that. I can, sometimes I do, but not how I see it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I be thinking to myself, like, the facts, data, and statistics don't never match up with what I'm seeing. And I don't really concern myself for other people's life at all. But I know, I wish I would have heard somebody say it how I'm saying it, kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Get you a job. You don't need to go to college, join the military, just figure out how to get some real source of income. Invest 60% of your income, 70% of your income. Invest as much as you can for as long as you can. Grind, 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 grind. Don't grind saving your money, grind investing your money. And then eventually you're going to see, man, I can put all this up. Let me take out a 10, let me take out a 15, a 20. You know what I'm saying? Look at my money, count my money, you know what I'm saying? And figure out like, damn, I could really turn this into something. Anyone can do what I'm doing, or anyone can really take themselves from, you know what I'm saying, last place to top 3. Anyone can. It's like people for some reason don't want to do it, because in order to do it, you gotta delay gratification. You gotta deny yourself. You gotta go cold turkey on some stuff. Some stuff you gotta cold turkey. Some stuff you can't say I'm gonna stop next year. Some stuff you gotta say I'm gonna stop next Monday. Some stuff you gotta stop right then and there if you want to really like change and go from here to there. You gotta just cold turkey that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want nobody thinking like, like, I just remember me growing up, like, I never would have thought that I would have got where I'm at right now, or been able to bring myself out of the places I was at. I grew up in Chicago. So that, like, I be thinking like where I came from and where I've been to. And I just be thinking like, damn, like, anyone can make it. Anyone can make it. If someone telling you can't make it, that don't even make sense to me. I truly believe, anyone can make it. Anyone can change their life. You know what I'm saying? You might be in a hole. You might have dug a hole for yourself. But you can still get out of there. It's possible. It's more than possible. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I really be thinking to myself, like, dang, like, it's people that don't have nobody to really like tune into, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm still trying to figure out like what type exactly, how the content I want to put out and stuff like that. And I be thinking to myself, like, if someone had just listened to what I'm saying, and if you can understand what I'm saying, how I'm saying it, it'll like change your whole life. Because it's so easy. You gotta go into that off season for a little bit. You gotta tune out everything for a little bit. Not 2 weeks, not 3 months. You really gotta go hard. You gotta put your head in the water. You gotta learn how to breathe underwater. It ain't no other way you're gonna be able to get to the top. Cause it's like so like many people that are going to see you in the version that you are most familiar as. People don't, not only do people that you love don't like my fault. The people that don't like you, they already got a version of you in their head. But what's crazy is when you are trying to change, the people that love you, their version of you no longer fits. And someone that love you might be subconsciously holding you back. And some people can't even fathom the idea of someone that they didn't already root off as someone that loved them. Like, oh, this person will never be used against me. Okay. If you think anything possible, anything possible. There you go. So this video is, I'm finna start getting into, some of my stories, some of my trials and tribulations. And, I made a couple videos about financial things. And now I kind of want to go into the mindset and stories and stuff about me personally. So someone who watching these videos, if whoever watching these, I don't care if you get one view from someone. I don't care if you get one view. And I say that to say that, I'm going to keep these videos forever. So someone can, if something ever, somebody is going to listen and watch this, and they're going to be able to grow exponentially from this. Like, they're going to be able to see where they at, look around and be like, I don't want to do this no more, and change their life. Because anyone can do it. Anyone can do it. You know what I'm saying? It's Sunday. It's Mother's Day. I'm just chilling at the crib. You know what I'm saying? Got work tomorrow. And it's like, I just be taking it easy. Because I'm like, man, I just need to keep doing this for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to work on my channel. I'm going to work on my social media, build a brand. And, I want to get into doing mentorships and stuff like that. It would make me a little online community. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, I just need an audience. That's all I need is a little audience. So that's why I'm uploading these videos, because I already know ain't no one telling y'all that this shit is really easy. It's really easy. Like, it's not complicated. None of the stuff that you see or hear about as far as financial stuff but then, like I told you, it's like the world is so globalized now that it's like you don't necessarily, your brotherhood don't need to be, in your city. You can have, people holding you accountable to your goals anywhere in the country, anywhere in the world now. So that's why I think, like, you don't need to restrict yourself to just, where you from no more. Like, you need to be able to look out and get mindsets and methods from people all across the world. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the crazy thing, because it's like some of the people who put me on and stuff, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't the people who I grew up with. It was people that I met when I left Chicago. People that put me on and stuff, I didn't know them. You know what I'm saying? When I finally figured out the BBD method, it was some random dude on YouTube. I emailed him. He hit me back. I'm like, email me back. He emailed me back. I run my plate to him. And he say, yeah, that's exactly how I do it. You spot on. I say, wow, like someone I don't know just confirmed it. Not like, because you can watch something, but it's different when the person you watching validates what you're saying. You see what I'm saying? Or it validates, like, yeah, you figured it out on your own, or you at least figured it out just from watching me. So, like I said, I'm going to keep uploading these videos, man. So someone who watching this, like, you can, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got to change, like, because you don't want to be, like, you don't want to be doing bad. Here come 2030. You don't want to be doing bad. You had your first kid. You don't want to be doing bad. You got to move out where you living at. You need to be everybody needs to be trying to do better right now. Really, you know what I'm saying? Really doing better. Not, oh man, I'm finna do this and that. Like, if you ain't really making a solid actual strategy, you know what I'm saying? Like, or got a plan, or getting away from stuff that's not better in you. Like, unfortunately, like, this is the time where you can't have no vice. This the time where you either gonna be at the top, you either gonna be in the middle, or you're gonna be stuck at the bottom. Straight like that. So tune in for the next video, man. We dropping them back to back.